Welcome to the program. I'm Okbayemi Owoshini. We start off with business news. The Nigeria Customs Service has issued the first pre-arrival assessment report under the Unified Customs Management System, BODOGO. In a statement issued on behalf of the Controller General in Abuja, spokesman of the service, Abdullahi Maiwada, declared that the development marked a significant milestone in customs' commitment to technology-driven trade reforms. According to him, this achievement follows the recent strategic engagement between the Controller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, and the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Olayemi Cardoso. He said both institutions reaffirmed their commitment to seamless trade processes, enhanced revenue collection, and improved financial integration. And Bitcoin's price has plummeted below $75,000, hitting an inter-trade low of $74,637 as global markets wrestle with the aftermath of United States President Donald Trump's newly implemented tariff regime. This sharp drop represents a significant decline of over 10% from $84,000 last week, highlighting intensifying economic anxieties and the cascading effect of a broader financial downturn. The cryptocurrency's recent price movement mirrors heightened volatility in conventional markets. Now, this includes a notable slump in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which shows how intertwined Bitcoin has become with macroeconomic sentiment. We'll take a short break here and be back with company news. Welcome back. The founder of the defunct Diamond Bank PLC and former chairman of MTN Nigeria, Pascal Gabriel Dozie, has died at the age of 85. He died in the early hours of Tuesday, April 8, 2025, just a day before his 86th birthday, after a battle with an age-related illness. Dozie played a critical role in Nigeria's banking and telecommunication industries, founding Diamond Bank, which later merged with Access Bank, and serving as the chairman of MTN Nigeria, overseeing its expansion. And MTN Group, Africa's largest mobile operator, has announced plans to launch a new streaming platform for mobile and fixed broadband users across the continent, a development that would challenge current market players like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video. Now, to bring this to reality, MTN has entered into a strategic partnership with global video software leader Sina Media. The collaboration will leverage Sina Media's cloud-based technology to deliver a mix of live TV and video-on-demand content, offering multiple monetization options, including subscriptions, ad-supported content, and also streaming channels with targeted ads. We'll go on a break here, but when Money Matters return, we're discussing Nigeria's new capital market laws, classifying cryptocurrencies and other virtual assets as securities for the first time. I'll bring you details after this break.
Corruption not in my country.
Hello, Alhaji. Right now I'm in Abuja. No. Hello, Adamu. Right now I'm in Kano. Yes. When I get back, I will just call you.
Look, what is wrong with you? I'm talking on the phone and you are gesticulating and doing. What's wrong with you?
Daddy, where exactly are we as we speak?
Are you alright? This is Lagos.
Well, you just lied to someone that we are in Abuja.
Keep quiet there. Who told you can tell an elderly person is lying?
Daddy, you just lied. And by lying, you are raising corrupt children for the future of Nigeria. That is corruption, not in my country.
Corruption not in my country.
In the last 3 years, we have built a multi-purpose center, which is the envy of all in our constituency. And I can tell you that the people who are living there are already enjoying it.
Guy, do you think what this man just said is true?
See, I seriously doubt. I'm sure it's one of those their silly lies.
And wait, do you know there's a way to find out if these things he's saying is true or not? This is the Construct app. It gives people like us a sure way to track implementation of constituency projects. It gives valid and verified information on location of projects, amounts allocated, amount funded, the level of job done, and even the profiles of concerned legislators. You and I can post directly on this app.
Are you serious?
This is the GoTo app if you want to know how our Commonwealth is being expanded by the government.
Wow. Let's even see if what this man said is true. Show me.
The Construct app is developed by Other People Nigeria with support from USAID and is available on both Google Play Store and Apple Store.
And it's true.
Of course, I told you.
Welcome back. Nigeria's new capital market laws now officially classify cryptocurrencies and other virtual assets as securities for the first time, in what will lead to greater transparency and increased investment. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu recently assented to the Investment and Securities Act ISA 2024, which repeals the Investment and Securities Act No. 29 of 2007. The act explicitly recognizes virtual and digital asset and investment contracts as securities and brings virtual asset service providers, digital asset operators, and the digital asset exchanges under the Security and Exchange Regulation. That businesses dealing in digital assets must register with the SEC and comply with its guidelines, a crucial step in curbing fraudulent activities in digital space, while also fostering trust and innovation in blockchain technologies. The Director General of SEC, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, who lauded the bold move as a transformative step for the capital market, and this new law will boost investment in digital assets. Stockbrokers have also applauded the move, describing it as a landmark achievement.
It's a landmark achievement, it's a good development for our market and for the nation in general. It has strengthened the regulation further. The last one we were using was the ISA Act 29 of 2007, and the one for 2025 have now come to replace it. So it has strengthened the integrity of the market and to bring in more players to the capital market at large. And it will foster a more robust development in the market. And it has really give more powers it should be to the Securities and Exchange Commission as the only body that is required to regulate the activities at the capital market. It's going to affect the Nigerian Stock Exchange in a positive way because more players will come in and the activities in the exchange will be on the upward swing because there's going to be more trust and confidence in the market, and investors can participate more than before. So the ISA 2025 is the way to go, and it's going to deliver more excellent performance in the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Well, I want to believe so, especially with the inclusion of the crypto asset in the market. So there are more diversified products in the market where people can trade on. So like the young minds, they may prefer the crypto asset, while the old one may prefer the equity or bond or other markets. But all are inclusive and they are welcome together in the capital market. And it will enlarge the base of the investor we have currently. As with a nation of over 200 million, we are still talking of just a little over 1 million investors. So with this signing into law, the ISA 2025, it will broaden the investors' base in the country and even in the diaspora.
Let's now discuss this further. The Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, now joins me on the program. Thank you for your time, sir. Now, the new Investment and Securities Act now recognizes digital assets like cryptocurrency as securities. Now, what does this legal recognition truly mean for Nigeria's financial sector?
Thank you very much. The legal recognition is very, very important. It puts us at an edge over a lot of jurisdictions, noting clearly that digital assets has come to stay. And so it is very important that any jurisdiction that wants to play in it must have some legal backing around it. More so for Nigeria, where the population of youths in this country are heavily involved in it. So it becomes of utmost importance that some clarity is provided. Beyond clarity is some legal backing. However, we at the SEC have been into this for a very long time, holding on to the ISA 2007. And so we believe strongly that for us to be able to operate better, for us to also provide comfort to Nigerians and the investees in digital assets, there was a need to be more specific. And the need to be more specific brought about the inclusion of cryptocurrencies and all other digital assets under the full glare of the SEC by its insertion in the Investment and Securities Act 2025.
Now, I would like to know, Dr. Agama, what role do you think the Securities and Exchange Commission will play in regulating cryptocurrency now that it is officially recognized under the ISE? Do you think there are new regulatory frameworks being developed?
Like I said earlier, there have been regulatory frameworks up from 2020, September 2020, where we issued our first circular providing clarity to digital assets. But that notwithstanding, we had continued in our quest to providing a level playing field for operators in this space. And by so doing, we had introduced regulations to speak to that. Those regulations have been up and on, and we had also introduced structures to enable that to happen through what we call the regulatory incubation and the accelerated regulatory incubation programs. These are all tools for which we have tools that we're able to use to deal with the regulation of crypto assets and other digital assets. So the SEC had further improved on those regulations, and consequently, a new regulation too had been issued, which is under exposure and will soon come into effect.
You'll agree with me that one concern many people have is around the risks of fraud, money laundering, and investor protection. I would like to know how exactly the Securities and Exchange Commission plans to manage this risk while still encouraging innovation in the crypto space.
Basically, you understand that the new law aims to curb fraudulent activities in the digital space, fostering trust and innovation in blockchain technologies. Investors can now expect improved transparency and accountability from the virtual asset service providers and the digital asset service providers. This is very, very critical. When there is no law, then there is no violation. When there is law, there is violation. As a regulator, the SEC is poised to take regulation to the next level, providing comfort for both the investors and the investees. AML-CFT is very critical to us, and if you will know that the AML-CFT issue is what brought about our inclusion in the grey list. The inclusion of this law of digital assets into our law now today provides us an avenue to exit that grey list, and that is very critical to the international community. We are telling the international community that we are ready for business and we are ready to protect every business that operates within Nigeria and all those involved in such activities within Nigeria. The law gives us the power and gives us the stick to be able to deal with challenges that exist in terms of regulation. AML-CFT is critical, even for our local investors, and also to provide, that assurance to our international investors to the effect that the Nigerian market is transparent, the Nigerian market has integrity, and the Nigerian market is ready to help deal with any challenge that they may occur as a result of their involvement.
Now, in practical terms, what should existing crypto platforms, investors, and stakeholders in Nigeria expect next term from the Securities and Exchange Commission?
What they will expect next is good regulation, engagement, and stakeholder engagements, particularly The reason is that we have a law backing us, and also to note clearly that registration is the hallmark of regulation. So we expect that everyone involved in this space will approach the SEC for such activity. For those that have applied, we are reviewing their applications. And as soon as we are able to verify all of the claims that have been provided in the applications, of course, we'll reach out to them. So the SEC is poised to providing transparent, level playing field for all those that meet our requirements. And for your information, we are working with other regulators. We are working with the EFCC. We are working with the Central Bank of Nigeria. We are working with the Tax Authority. We are working with the ONSA. We are working with NFIU. Every stakeholder that is involved in this space are very, very much on the table with us in trying to provide the kind of environment that is useful, that is good, and that has value for those that are involved in it. So for investors, we are saying, make sure whoever you are dealing with is registered with the SEC. And for investees, make sure that you get the nod of the SEC while you do this. Because after this, anybody that does not comply means the person is violating a law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And every sanction that should be meted to such individuals will certainly be done.
Now, how do you see this recognition of cryptocurrency impacting investors' confidence and financial inclusion in Nigeria?
Impact investors' confidence, because what investors want to know is that, are we ready? Is the Nigerian authorities ready to regulate the space? And if they are ready, have they provided clarity to its regulation? These have been done by Mr. President. And you cannot but thank the president for such a noble action, because it means that Nigeria is ready for business. And once there is regulation, of course, what it means is that there will be certainty, there is transparency, and there is integrity. That is what we are trying to say, and that's what we are driving at to the international community. We are saying that Nigeria is ready, so they are welcome to be part of the Nigerian business climate.
Now, just before I let you go, Dr. Agama, some worry that every regulation could stifle innovation. Now, how is the Securities and Exchange Commission balancing regulation with growth in this rapidly evolving sector?
About heavy regulation is a relative term, and the question is, what is the intent of regulation? The intent of regulation is investor protection and market development. While we are introducing regulation, we are also providing an opportunity for stakeholder engagement. We're also providing an opportunity to protect investors. We are providing an opportunity to protect the investee, to give them direction as to what they should do and what we should do. These are very fundamental in building up a nation, not the less an investment climate. So we at the SEC are only doing what we need to do in order to protect our investors, in order to protect Nigerian citizens, and make sure they are not taken for granted, and of course, they are not overrun by selfish international investors or international organizations that have no better opportunity or no better intentions for the Nigerian economy and the Nigerian government. We will not allow that to happen. For whoever is going to operate within this market, that person must be registered with us. If you are not interested in getting regulated, then Nigeria is not for you.
Well, the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Dr. Emomotimi Agama, many thanks for lending your thoughts on the program. Well, that's it on this episode of the program. Many thanks for joining us. I'm Okpeyemi Obosheni. See you next time.